You guys talk while I cook my steak.
Did you cook it on a barbecue or did you just?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna pan it right now. That's what I'm saying. You guys talk while I cook my steak.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we can have an aroma.
Yeah.
I think nobody's here. I guess we can talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah. Well, it's. See, I'm always curious when it says one, now it says two people. Is it really two, or is it like us? You know?
I'm not sure.
Because I was always curious about that. Yeah, I'm trying to talk you into about coming down and doing a live like a live lunch cast.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like what Seth and Steve did. Seth and Steve had a live, like 20 minutes broadcast, and I thought that was kind of cool. And since you live so close to me, maybe you don't live very close, but it'd be cool to spend a day with you.
Yeah, I can probably get down there maybe about a week from now.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. But you know where Evansville is?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody said somebody said there's a casino there.
I don't know. I haven't been there for years. Are you close to Evansville?
Well, I live in Madisonville. It's 40 minutes from Evansville. Like
okay, that's not too bad for me.
Yeah, well, then we also live a half an hour, no, an hour and a half from Nashville. I only been there once, but I'm hooked on Nashville. I mean, I like history, and that whole place, like Nashville, is just country music recording, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, my aunt, she's a music pianist, but she's not really into like Western cowboy music. But I mean, even if you're not interested, just the history of Nashville, the Grand Ole Opry, and all that kind of stuff is pretty cool if you like that style.
I never spent any time there. I've been through there a couple times, but I'm away to somewhere else. But I've never actually spent any time there.
Well, I'm impressed with the roads, how organized and clean, and the white and yellow stripes. They did a very good job on that transportation style.
I haven't been through there in probably 30 years.
Oh, well, I'm
probably a lot different now.
I'm sure things have changed. It looks like a boom town from like a mini Vegas. But it looks, especially at nighttime, everything is all lit up. We went there, when I came to Kentucky, I flew in from Nashville, and then my cousins picked me up, and it was pretty cool looking. Yeah, we could talk more about you coming down. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I know when I'm free.
Yeah, you're always free, buddy, aren't you? You're retired, so you should be.
Yeah, I think I got more to do now that I'm retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go to Ohio here for a few days.
Okay.
For a trade show, and then when I get back from that, I'll get a hold of you.
Sure, that'd be fun. We got a couple of people on. Hey, guys.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, Jason just popped in saying hi to me. And hi back to you. See, today I have two special guests, people that I had on before. I have Mikey 550, and I have the legend killer himself, Roberto just came in, and I'm happy to have you guys spend a little bit of time with you. So.
Everybody's sidekick, Roberto.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm everybody's sidekick.
When are you going to do your own show?
I know, really. Actually, Allo, I was talking to Allo earlier today. We were on Hangouts, and he was telling me when he gets his live stream, because he did a test, I guess, a couple days ago or yesterday, doing a live stream. So he said, "Well, I'll have to get you on there." I said, "Well, you be like my fifth. I'll be your fifth sidekick." So,
yeah, Allo is okay. He's a little bit. He's a headhunter. he likes to mess with your head.
Yeah, he's all right.
Oh yeah. At first, I thought he was a jerk, but I got immune to him.
Yeah, you got to adjust to his sense of humor.
Well, yeah. He likes the action. He don't like. Hey Roger, how you doing, buddy? Allo is like the kind of person that there's no chaos, it's boring.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I mean, a little bit of drama. That's okay. But
did you watch that debate with him and B-Bot's Marco and It Takes Two, Dave? Did you hear that?
No, I sure haven't. What was that all about?
Oh, it's just a big old love fest. It's
mudslinging.
Yeah, they actually just towards B-Bots. You know, of course.
Oh, but that wasn't that like a while ago?
No, that was today. I saw it.
Oh, because are you talking about Babbitts?
No, it was on Dave's. I mean, on Real Deal.
Oh. Okay, on Jay's channel. Yeah. Isn't that weird that we know everybody's name? Talk about everybody like we really know them. But yeah. Jay's okay. I mean, I talked to him a few times, and he said hi back to me on the chat room. So he's okay. Dave is okay, I think. I talked to Bubba a couple of times. You know who I'm talking about?
Isn't that Johnny Warrior's sidekick or?
Yeah.
Or Bubba's
great. I don't. I forgot what it is. But yeah, all those guys seem pretty interesting. Johnny Warrior is okay. If something bad happened, I'm sure he could do better. Because all of you guys are like gun people. I like guns too, but
yeah, I just
guns are good.
Yeah, I got lots of guns. My family got guns. Actually, my sister has more than I do.
Really?
Yeah.
My aunt, she went when we were in Utah this time last year. She bought a brand new 9mm. Well, my cousin, he was with my aunt, and because in Utah, those people are very gun friendly.
Yeah, you can carry in Utah.
Yeah, those guys in Utah, they don't play. Kind of like Texas, they don't play around. Those guys are pretty gung ho.
Yeah, my whole family's strapping all the time. All my kids carry.
That's good. I mean, especially you let them teach them how to use those kind of weapons, and they are friendly to it. you know, that builds confidence and it builds character, I think.
I taught my kids when they were little, like 10, 11 years old.
There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm for it. When I was in Alaska, I had a lot of, I had a couple of vintage weapons. I had a military 30-yard 6, and I had a 22 octagon. That thing, it was a pump action, but it was like an ancient weapon. That gun, and then I had a I had a lever action 308. That thing carried a good kick to it. And then I had a I had a small Derringer. I used to carry a 4-barrel Derringer, a 357. So that was my pistol of choice. Was a 357 4-barrel Derringer.
Derringer, is that the same one that? Shit. That's
you know, it's a small. It fits in your hand, like in the palm of your hand.
That's the only thing I'm going to miss when I'm in the Philippines is I can't pack.
No, but you can, if you know the right person, usually a police officer, you could get one.
Oh, getting a weapon's no problem in the Philippines.
No, there isn't no problem there. You can have somebody make you one.
Oh yeah.
Like a gunsmith. That would be kind of interesting.
Well, in the States, I never leave my house without one.
In the Philippines, if you know where to look, you can, especially in province, there's a lot of gunsmith that's in the back alleyways where they make guns.
Well, isn't that like where the blacksmith is?
Oh yeah, getting one's not a problem. We had one in the house when I lived in Cebu.
Okay.
I just said, hey, I want to have a gun in the house. Next day, I gave him some money. Next day, we had one.
Well, exactly.
It's not. If you want something, it's easy to pick up anything.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You name it. Well, except maybe a tank or something, but you could always find something if you really want it. Money talks, bullshit walks.
It's true.
Roger's saying that 357, that pocket, it packs a pretty good punch. Yeah. I used to carry, you see, on the 357 Derringer, you could put a 38 bullet inside of it also. So I could use it as a 38, or I could use it as a 357. The bullet, the casing is the same size.
Is that what Dillinger carried, or what's the name from the 50s and 40s?
Don, the mafia guy.
Yeah, all the mafia guys.
Well,
Dillinger.
I'm not sure.
No, they didn't have 357s back then.
Oh, they didn't?
No, that's a newer round, relatively.
Oh,
They all had 38s back then.
Yeah, 38s.
I like the 38 because it doesn't have no kick to it compared to that 357.
Yeah, they had 38s and 45s. That was the main rounds back then.
Oh, I had a neighbor when I was young, and when I was in Anchorage, he had a Tommy gun, and that was a 45.
Mm-hmm.
And that he had a donut, and he had a straight banana.
What's the straight banana?
Well, is the magazine?
Just a straight magazine, yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. Heavy thing. I mean, but when I was a boy, especially when he had that banana, not the banana, but the donut on it. Boy, because he had all, it was filled. I think it was 40 or 45 the donut will hold.
I've got the drum mags for a couple of my weapons, but I'm not real fond of them.
Just because of it clogging up, or just because of the weight?
No, both. They're very heavy. You know, you have on the AR, when you get 75 rounds in there, it gets a little heavy. But also it just has a tendency to jam.
Yeah. Hey, I got one online. I got Roger, Jason. Happy to see you guys. Today we were talking about Philippines. I'm sorry, I bit my tongue. Is it really fun? And you know, it's what you make of it. It can be a wonderland place. So I think the Philippines it's a very good English speaking. It's pretty modern. It depends on what city or what island that you go to, but pretty much most of the major islands is tourist pro.
It's like anything else, Kevin. It can be heaven or it can be hell.
Well, again, just like I said, it depends on you. If you want to, like our famous person that we like to talk about, he must be in hell right now because of what he made of it. So again,
Gee, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking about people in general, buddy. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you the truth. There's a lot of people that create their own hell. I had a taste, and Jason, I had a taste, but I didn't bring it upon myself. But again, it depends on how you look at it. But I enjoy it. Mikey, you must enjoy that style. What brings you back?
I just love it over there.
And you're not married, right?
No, I have a girlfriend, but I'm not married.
And you guys are still together?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, sometimes people have a relationship saying, okay, when I'm back, when I'm in town, you belong to me. When I'm gone.
No, not like that.
Okay. I'm just.
I was married a long time to a Filipino and then got divorced and then eventually went back to Philippines and got introduced by a friend of mine to my girlfriend now.
Oh, well, yeah. When I met my daughter's mom, I was at my buddy's it's called Bavaria hotel in German. It was a German bar right there in Iloilo, and somebody came up to me, and he was a Dutchman, and he asked me if I was interested in a girl, and I made a mistake at that time, and I said yes, but I already had my son's mom, so yeah. But I love the Philippines, and you know, there's nothing wrong with the Philippines. I was talking earlier today. Gun is saying, how long has each of you guys visited live in the Philippines? Roberto, how many times you been to the Philippines? I'm just reading Gun's comment.
I'd say about 8 times in the past 8 years. I only go once a year.
Too, right? When you were younger?
Yeah, I lived there too. But I mean, yeah, I was born there, but yeah, I didn't really start going to the Philippines till way late. You know.
Okay. And Mike,
Yeah.
our buddy just asked, how long has each of you guys visited or lived in the Philippines?
I've been recently. I tried to add it up, and I've out of the last 40 years, I've spent roughly 9 in the Philippines.
Are you talking about like 9 years or nine times?
9 years total, probably 30, 35 trips altogether, but about 9 years.
Wow. So it
Sometimes.
looks like I'm the oldest that's been in the Philippines.
I started going there in 77.
Okay. I visited 3 times, but I lived there for 13 years straight. That's how I wore out my welcome by the Philippine government. They thought I overstayed, but yeah, it was a wonderful 12 years.
Well, I would have gone there years ago, but I'm one of those boring, responsible people that I wasn't going to go until I could go and do it right. I'm not going to be the hobo. I'm not going to be one of these people that has no money, you know, is broke from month to month. And
oh man,
I waited till I was in the right position.
Yeah, but I'm afraid to say a lot of us have that desire, and then a lot of us go there and everything is great, and then the money slowly catches up to us, and we're finished. And yeah,
I've seen that happen too many times, and I did not want to be in that position. So I made sure, as much as I wanted to go there many times and stay, I waited till I was in position I could go, and money wasn't going to be a problem.
Yeah. Well, that was my mistake.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'll be 55, so you know I have at least less than 10 years left to go for my retirement. But in the past 10, 12 years, I bought land. It's in my twin brother's name. I bought land and started a business and stuff. So I want to be set. I don't want to go there, like you said. I don't want to go there broke. I want to make sure I'm set up when I retire.
Yeah. So if you got something to fall back on, that's wonderful, because that gives you reinsurance. But if you go there and then you don't have no safety net, you are at the mercy of other people. Hopefully, you treated them good that they will help you. But if you shit on people, then you like I said, it's just a bad formula.
Well, you just have to be intelligent about it. I know I'm not going to invest all my money in the Philippines. I'm not going to take all my money and buy a house. In fact, I'm not going to buy a house. And most of my money will stay in America. And I just take, every month I take what I need when I need it. And I will never be in a position where all my money is at risk. I've seen a lot of guys just literally take every dime they got and invest it over there. And then if it goes belly up, oh, well,
yeah.
Things,
Well, I do know.
Yeah,
So yeah, like I said, that did happen to me. And I had so much money at that time that I thought I was going to be in hog heaven for quite a while. And 3.5 years, I burned through that. So yeah, it's and then I had a plane ticket for 1 year. I bought round trip ticket, and I could use it anytime within that 1 year. Gary's saying, "Hey Kevin, can I come on?" Sure.
I'll be over there at the end of the month, Kevin. I'm just wrapping things up here, and then I'm taking off.
Yeah, that's like I said. That's why I want to try to get a hold of you before you take off, just to BS with you.
Good for you. What part of the Philippines you going?
Bacolod.
Oh, cool.
I love Bacolod.
I do too. I cannot stand Cebu anymore. Cebu City is just terrible. Oh, it's horrendous.
I only been to Iloilo, Guimaras, and Negros. Well, no, yeah, and Negros. So I liked all three of them.
I got a house in Cebu in Cordova, and that I can still use. I still do use it on occasion when I'm there. But it was nice when I moved there years ago, but I just hate it now. Traffic's unbelievable. The place stinks. It's overcrowded. I got nothing good to say about it.
Gary, you can get on that link that I just put on. Just click it, and then you'll be automatically get in. Yeah, there's a couple of people that been to Cebu that they didn't have good experiences with.
Yeah, I was talking to Johnny Warrior. He's the same way. He can't wait to get out of there.
So how you doing, Gary? What's going on today?
Oh, hey, man, I just happened to come on and I saw the topic you guys were talking about. And I totally agree with a lot of you guys, about not investing a lot into the Philippines and stuff like that, and being ready before you come to the Philippines. You know what? Am I sounding like too? Oh, I think I'm way behind. Do I need to shut something off here?
Yeah, you need to turn off your sound
on my computer. Hey, hang in.
Yeah.
Here it is. Got it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, sounds good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Can you hear us?
Can you guys?
There you go. Oh, you muted. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Roberto, you just got muted, and Gary just got muted again.
Unmute now. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, buddy, I can hear you good.
Oh, cool. Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and listen. I don't want to cut in on you guys. So.
Oh, that's cool. I just was gonna tell you that you got to give us an introduction about yourself since you got brave and come on the show. Now you got to tell us about yourself and like how long you been to the Philippines and what brought you there. Now
all right,
I'll see.
No problem. I'll give you guys a short version. I started looking into the Philippines back in 2014. Just a couple years before that, I got divorced, and I basically decided to go to the Philippines to get married. And basically I've done a lot of traveling, but I've never been to Asia before. And, I had friends that were married to Filipinas, and they were very happy, and they go, hey, man, you really need to check that out. So I kind of went online, and as a matter of fact, I got a video coming up on online dating and what I went through and all that, and some tips. But anyway, I pretty much, went out there, met my wife. And probably since 2014, I've been out there like 7 or 8 times.
Okay.
And my wife just basically, and I got married in Manila, and that was a really easy process, believe it or not. And again, it's
good papers.
Pardon me?
As long as you have proper paperwork saying that you are legally divorced and everything.
Yeah, I had all that. I went through the process, and we didn't use a fixer. We went through the Manila City Hall. We got married there. And then my wife came in on a CR-130 spousal visa, which actually, believe it or not, was really, really quick. It only took 5 months. We got kind of lucky there, And we're just basically getting ready for the move in 2019. We're gonna come back to the Philippines, live in Dumaguete.
Are you in the U.S. now?
Yeah, I'm in Chicago now, and I don't know if you guys saw. I think Roberto's a subscriber to my channel. I'm not sure if Mikey is. I don't think Mikey is. But again, I can't see all my subs. But I'm in Chicago, but I'm doing videos on the Philippines. I'm doing videos on trips that I take. And I'm also doing videos on my life story.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of videos going on and stuff. And we're in Chicago, but we're just basically waiting for my wife to get her citizenship here. Because there's a lot of advantages for her to be a dual citizen. And it'll kind of help me out a little bit when I go to the Philippines. You know, not having to go through all the visa fees and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And just a lot of crazy stuff. So, and just the way you guys are talking, you know, being prepared when you move to Philippines is just extremely important. You got to have your money together. You got to have a plan when you get out there. And again, it's, you know, I listening to you guys, some of the stuff as I came in just today, what you guys were talking about is just, you know, it makes a lot of sense, you know.
Well, where's your wife from?
Pardon me?
Where's your wife from?
She's originally from Ormoc City, Leyte, but she lived in Manila the last 9 years. She actually worked with I
think I love you guys because I'm from Leyte.
Oh, are you?
And I'm just outside of Ormoc.
Oh, just hang in.
In Alberta.
Hey, what part? What's the town?
Outside of Alberta, Bulagu.
Alberta?
Yeah.
There's a guy here named Roberto. He's from Alberta.
It's very near.
It's very close to Ormoc, right?
You know, the next time going this you will pass by.
Yeah. She says, yeah, that's very near to her.
You pass by. You pass by.
But she, you know what? She's been working in Manila for the last 9 years with the Surgeon General of the Philippines, Dr. De Vera. So she was working there like as a counselor, and then she just moved here, you know, about a year ago, and she's been working and stuff. So again, we're just trying to get our, you know, we're pretty much ready to go to Philippines. You know, we got our money together. I just sold my condo. I just didn't like really what was going on here in properties. You know, I think they're a little bit overvalued. And again, what I do for a living is I flip properties. It's part of what I do. So I've been doing that the last since 2002 is what I've been doing that since then. So again, so we're pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting for her to get her citizenship, and then for me to take early retirement at 62, and it all falls in 2019. So for us, you know, it's kind of weird. It all falls all that same year and out of here. You know,
unless you're going to do any flipping in the Philippines.
No.
Oh,
you know, one of the things is that Mikey. Yeah. Hey, Mikey. One of the things I do a lot of research before I do anything. I've always been like that in life. I mean, even when I picked my wife, when I went looking for a wife, I did my research. I don't know if you guys just saw my video that came out about a week ago. I started talking about, you know, how I met my wife and, you know, and all that. I do a lot of research, and from my research, it looks like it's extremely easy to buy in the Philippines, but it's really hard to sell. It might take you 5-10 years to sell a piece of property. So there's really no flipping. For me, and if I can't be a citizen of a country and I don't have full control of my property, I can't take that kind of risk. Now, if you're gonna buy property and you're gonna invest in the Philippines, I would highly recommend that you don't invest more than 30 grand. And that's actually buying a property and building like a Filipino style home. You know, you can build a Filipino style home like tin roof and you know, hollow block home. You can build a nice one for probably about 10 or 15 grand. So that's just my recommendation. Again,
we had a 1 meter high hollow block, and then we had mahogany, and then we had a tin roof.
Well, here's the problem. See, already we have one strike against us foreigners. When somebody sees me in a neighborhood or sees you guys, or, you know, actually, Roberto, now you don't have that problem because you're Filipino, right?
Yeah, I'm Filipino.
Yeah, you're Filipino, so you know. But then again, Filipinos will look towards you in a different way as well, Roberto. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah.
So you know that. So actually, it's all of us. we stand right out. So the last thing I want to do is go build a big house like some of these foreigners do, and they know exactly where the foreigners live now. Hey, before, if you didn't have that house, okay, they'll see you when you're walking down the street, but when you're in your house, you know, if it's just a regular apartment or whatever, they don't know where you're at. But now, you know, you're a white dude walking down the street, and then you got a big old house where they know it's either an OFW or a foreigner that owns that home. So you don't want to be a target when you're there. You really want to keep it low key, and you know, don't show your money, man. Just don't show it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't flaunt it. But if you're gonna build a house, but if you build a house, then again, that's gonna draw attention to.
Well, not necessarily. If you build a Filipino. But if you build a Filipino style house, and I'm talking about, you know, a basic hollow block home, tin roof, and just don't make it nice on the outside, but make it nice on the inside. So they don't know unless they actually come into your house. It's like, okay, it's foreigners that own this, but you know what I mean? Just driving by your house, they won't know it's a foreigner that's living in the house. But again, I don't think that buying property, if you're a foreigner, is a good investment. Now, if you have Philippine citizenship, I think it would be a good long-term investment. But again, I wouldn't invest more than 30 grand into the Philippines, because you'll get a better return reward. Because think about it. Right now, if you bought a condo, and let's just say in Manila, what do they want for condos? They're at probably 60, 70 grand. And you can still rent in Manila. I mean, I know what places you can rent a condo for like $200 a month, $250 in a nice condo. So
10,000 pesos?
Yeah, you can definitely in Manila, and actually even in Rockwell, you can find stuff in Rockwell for about 25,000 to 30,000 pesos. See what I mean? So it's doable. There's place definitely you can do it in Manila. It's not as expensive as everybody thinks it is. But think about it though. If you can rent for $200 to $250 a month, let's say even $300 a month, versus buying something for 60 or 70,000, if you buy, you're never going to get your money out. It's not possible. See what I mean?
Yeah, buying makes no sense to me at all. I rent.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah,
no, I pay rent on a 3-bedroom house, 2 bathrooms, got a yard. It's in Bacolod, edge of town, nice neighborhood, and I pay $120 a month.
See, see, that's the whole point. If you bought, it would take you like what, 30? If you rented, it would take you 30 years. You know what I mean? Some crazy thing to ever get your money out. I mean, it's just not worth buying. And then think about it. If you buy something and then all of a sudden next door, I don't know, they're playing karaoke or somebody moves in and they're burning trash, this, that, it's hard to sell. You're stuck. You're kind of stuck for a while. So where if you're renting, you can just move to another neighborhood or something like that. So, I mean, it's just it's my opinion.
When I lived in the Philippines, I lived in the city and I lived in the countryside. When I lived in the city, we had a pretty much nice house. Again, our place was a hollow block and then mahogany and then insulated metal roof. And I was teaching English at a Korean school, and I would go there to the Korean school, and sometimes my kid's mom would leave and go someplace. Well, the tricycle drivers, they knew our schedule, because they have the tricycles parked almost right in front of us. So those guys know when we were home and when we're not home. So when they know when to burglarize. And like I said, I was burglarized once, and I lost a lot of stuff that I brought to the Philippines.
Well, and you know what? I think in general, the people are extremely friendly in the Philippines, and that's kind of what I like about the Philippines. Yeah, you know what? If you're gonna live somewhere, you obviously want to. I mean, I'm not afraid of walking down the street or none of that. I mean, but you still want to have some kind of security wall around you and that kind of stuff. If you're gonna, live in an apartment or even rent a house, first thing you want to do is buy a safe, obviously. And strap that sucker down, to put your laptop or your iPads or whatever when you're out the house. You know what I mean? So it makes it a little harder for them to, to rip you off and stuff like that.
My neighbor, he had a dog, security, and the fucker stole the dog.
Well, I mean, the thing about the dog is they could just poison the dog and you know, and then just come in. So I mean, that's not going to really stop anybody.
That happens a lot also.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, my province, my brother is, well, he's going to be a barangay chief. And then we have my cousins who is, this next election is going to be captain, barangay captain. So no one dares to do anything to our house.
Yeah, nobody's going to mess with you guys.
No.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Nice. Yeah, hey. Oh, go ahead, Kip. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, just like I said, everybody has different motivations on going to the Philippines.
Right.
Just going there and having fun, like a couple of months. But a lot of people that want to go there to retire because it's more affordable to go to these Asian countries compared to the country of origin, because we can't live here on some kind of the budgets. So when we go there, it's nice to do that.
For my situation, I mean, I could retire here in the States. That's not an issue. But I really am kind of bored here in the States. And plus, my wife wants to go back. That's for sure. I mean, you have a lot of Filipinos that come here to the U.S. and they want to stay here and don't ever want to go back. My wife, you know, I have to kind of talk her into coming here. You know, but I think it's good experience for her to come here, just to see how we live here. I mean, my wife, you know, really, she's tight with the money. She really, you know, makes a peso go a long way. So there's no issues there. But she really, you know, to really show her, hey, you know, it's not all, you know, streets are not paved to gold and all that. And she doesn't really think that. But I think it was, you know, it was good to bring her here. And I think everybody should, if they can, bring their spouses here, even just for a short visit, because you obviously, you know, one of the problems that a lot of guys have when they bring their the Filipino wives here from the Philippines to the U.S., you know, it takes anywhere from 5 to 7 years from somebody to be, quote, Americanized once they come to a new country. I mean, you know, this is not my country of origin here, the U.S. I mean, I'm originally from France. So again, it takes anywhere from 5 to 7 years. Once your Filipino wife is Americanized, you're kind of done for. So, I mean, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion.
I agree with you totally, Jerry.
You know, again, it's only an opinion. Just an opinion, guys. I don't want to get shot at.
I felt lucky because my girlfriend doesn't want to come to America.
Good for you. Yeah, I think it's good. You know, and it's, again, a lot of guys will bring their wives here. And, you know, again, everybody's got their different story. You know, some people want their wives, they want to stay here. They don't want to go to the Philippines. Again, for me, I'm just extremely bored here in the U.S., guys. And plus the way, you know, I came here back in the 60s when things were good. The 70s were good. And then once the 80s start hitting around, you can see the country's going downhill. I mean, and then now it's just gotten so bad. I mean, it's, you know, I got to get out. If I didn't have to wait for my wife's papers, you know, like a passport, American citizenship, we would be out now. And I would just, you know, just get out now and then just walk in Manila's Social Security office when I'm 62 couple weeks from now and just file, you know. But again, yeah, it's just one step at a time, you know. And
so, Jerry, what's your plan when you come to the Philippines?
Well, you know, again, to keep busy, I'm going to just do YouTube videos. I mean, again, even though my videos are monetized, I don't really look to make any money off these videos. I'm doing it for fun. Give people information. If you guys, I don't know if you guys saw any of my videos, they're not really flashy videos or anything. I just give people information. Most of the time I'm in my car driving, you know, doing a video, or if I'm sitting at home. Other than that, you know, I don't know yet. I'll probably do some kind of, you know, helping out some way, do some kind of charity work or something. I just don't know. But I mean, swimming is a big part of my life right now. Because I used to play a lot of racquetball and I was a tournament player, and it is about 3 years ago I stopped playing tournaments, so I don't play racquetball much anymore, just because I'm kind of starting to get some lower back issues, you know. So I'm going into different sports just to stay in shape. So I mean, I'll do stuff to stay you know, to stay busy. And you know, I really actually I enjoy spending a lot of time with my wife, believe it or not. I didn't enjoy it with my first wife, but my wife here, Diana, I enjoy spending a lot of time with her, so that's cool. And I think, you know, it'll be kind of cool to meet some expats and stuff like that, even though, hey, you know, everybody says you got to, you know, really watch out. And you know, I pretty much know all that. So, you know, I really can't tell exactly everything that I'm going to be doing when I move to Dumaguete. But I think Dumaguete is a good place to start for me. And I would recommend Dumaguete for others as well, just because Dumaguete is kind of like a, you know, it's if you're going to start somewhere, I would say if you're going to start in Manila, start in Makati. It's, you know, get your feet wet, you know, like Makati, it's almost like the States. But Dumaguete is really cool. It's a small town feel. You can walk from one side of Dumaguete to another if you had to. You know, it's not like, it's a college town, 100,000 people, small. It's a great place to start. A lot of nice restaurants to go out to. It's right on the water. I mean, I think it's a nice place to start. You know,
cool.
It's just my opinion. But how about you, Mikey? What do you do to stay busy, man?
Well, when I get there, I'm not going to do much of anything since I just retired.
Oh, good for you.
But my girlfriend and I, we both like to fish and we both like to travel. Right. So I'm about to turn off my old channel here, mainly because it's has a lot to do with like expat drama and stuff. So I'm going to close that out.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of your stuff.
And then we're going to just do a lot of traveling, a lot of fishing, and do videos. And if we stockpile enough, we may start a channel just devoted to that.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I mean, we plan on doing some island hopping as well. But I think I'm going to check out Guam and some other places like that, because one of the things I need to check out is, you know, like before I leave, I'm going to have a PO box here, you know, to get certain things like credit cards, you know, when they come. When they come renewed and all that. But I don't want to be flying back all the way to Chicago to pick up stuff every couple of years. So I'm going to have to like maybe look into Guam and see what the situation is there and what our rights are as Americans in Guam and stuff like that. So it's like shorter trips, you know, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know much about Guam.
Yeah, I spent a year in Guam.
Right, Kev.
And that's a pretty decent island. Again, it's small. You could drive around it in a couple of hours, but it's a lot like Hawaii now.
Do we have any rights there as Americans?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we have a lot of American. Like we have courthouse, American courthouse. Yeah, you name it. It's in Guam.
So we can get a PO box there if we needed to.
Oh yes, you can get everything there.
Okay.
And then you, as a citizen, you're protected. Right. When we go to Guam, I can right when I at the airport, we're going through customs. They don't even check. They take your passport, look at it, and then they say go ahead because it's American territory, and they don't stamp your passport.
I see. You know what? I just flew through Guam on one of my trips to the Philippines. We passed through Guam. I mean, I just stayed basically at the what do you call it? I came off the plane and came right back on the plane. We were using the same plane. But again, that's one thing I have to check out Guam. Again, and the only thing is that, you know, P.O. box, getting some mail, but most of my stuff's online anyway. So, but again, it's one thing I have to check out. And again, as I get to the Philippines, I'm sure there'll probably other things that I'm going to need to know and check out and stuff like that. So, but
you could even get a bank account in Guam.
Well, you know what? I don't know. I already got all that set up. What we're doing is we're going through Wells Fargo, because Wells Fargo is a really good bank to connect up with your Philippine banks like BDO and Bank of the Philippine Islands. And it's easy transfers. You can transfer, I think, up to about, I think it was like just under $3,000 for about $5. Now, what I do is if you're going to transfer a large amount, I'll use the Wells Fargo. But if you're going to transfer small amounts, just use Remitly because of transaction costs. If you go with no transaction cost, but you get a cheaper, like a less of an exchange rate, it still comes out cheaper in the transaction fee if you use Remitly for smaller amounts. So that's what we do. And I just found another company called World Remit. That's supposed to be really good too. So you have a bunch of different options.
They have Citibank here, and they have.
It won't work. Citibank won't work. I had a Citibank account here in the States, and I went to the Citibank over there in Makati. No, it's even though it's Citibank, it's different. You can't just go in there and take money out. You have to actually go to Makati, open up an account at the Citibank there. It won't work. It won't work. Wells Fargo is the only one I found so far that will be able to transfer money from the U.S. to the Philippines, and you can do it while you're in the Philippines. It's just a transaction on the website. It's not a big deal.
Cool. Mikey, what do you think?
Hey, I got a little story for you about when I got married in the Philippines.
Go ahead, man.
This is a long time ago, and we went to get married. And at that time, they told us, well, because I'm a foreigner, they have a waiting period. And I had to leave and go back to the States, and I didn't have enough time to wait out the waiting period. So my wife's neighbor had a relative that worked at the court. We went to that Superior Court in Cebu and got married. So when I got married, I was a Filipino citizen, and I still have the marriage certificate to prove it. And they put me down as a Filipino citizen. They married us. And then a few days later, that disappeared, but I got the original still, and they issued a new one, with me as being an American citizen. But the second one, they changed the date by a week. So my wife always argued that, well, I owed her 2 anniversary presents. We had 2 wedding dates.
Oh man.
But it cost me $100, and it just shows you there isn't anything you can't do in the Philippines if you got the money.
You can do anything. I mean, you know how much we got married at Manila City Hall. You know how much it cost us. Again, this is just for the marriage application, and then there's a fee for selecting a judge. You know, when they select a judge for you, that all costs under $10.
500 pesos.
Yeah, right. 500 pesos for the whole thing. And what was kind of interesting is we didn't go through a fixer. We just did it ourselves. The people were real cool. The woman that took our application for our marriage license, she goes, hey, if you guys have any issues when you go up to get picked by a judge, because some of the judges are scammers, and she didn't say it that way. She goes, come back to my office and I'll help you. I go, no problem. And we actually had to come back to our office once, and she picked another judge for us, and the second guy was really honest. But again, it was so funny. I'm sitting filling out the marriage application, and my wife walked away. And there was a woman sitting at the same table with me in front of this office. I think she was an employee from that office, and she goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm just here to fill out a marriage application. It was a Filipino woman, and then she didn't say anything. Then she goes, where you from? I go, the U.S. Then she didn't say nothing. She goes, all of a sudden she goes, you can't get married here. And then I just looked at her. I says, well, how's all the other foreigners getting married? She didn't know what to say. And then I looked at her. I says, you got to be serious. I says, does it say idiot on my forehead here? I said that just right to her face in a nice way. And she just kind of looked at me, and then she left. She was just trying to set me up, with a fixer, I'm sure. Again, you just got to ask questions, because what's interesting is government people can tell you one thing, if you ask them questions, but it doesn't mean it's right. It's the correct information that they're giving you. So if it doesn't sound like it makes sense, you got to ask again, or you got to ask somebody else.
Jerry, where are you at in Chicago?
I'm in Chicago on the north side, far north side, just on the border of Evanston, where Northwestern University is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm in Northwest Indiana.
Oh, okay. Cool. You ever go up to Seafood City?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Oh man, it's really nice, dude.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, but you're north. Oh, you're in Northwest. Which town?
Hobart.
Oh, Hobart. Oh, you're not that far. Shit, that's
No.
Northwest. Oh man, you should come up there, dude. If you ever go up there, give us a call. We'll go up there.
Don't they have that Jollibee up there, close to there?
Well, there's 2 of them. There's one that they built in Skokie, and then they built another one inside Seafood City.
Oh, okay.
There's one in Seafood City too. But they got really good food there, man, in Seafood City. A lot of people go there at lunch and dinner. Oh man, it's nice.
Yeah, my ex was telling me about it, but I haven't been up there yet.
Oh man, you guys need to go up there if you can. You know, go during the weekday though. Don't go on the weekend because the weekends are packed.
Okay.
If you go on a weekday, you'll have a lot more fun. It's a more relaxed atmosphere and stuff like that. You know?
Well, I'm about to get my Joey B fix taken care of anyway. So.
Hey, Roberto, where are you from, man?
Well, I'm raised here in Texas. My dad was in the Navy.
In Texas? What part of Texas?
Well, Corpus Christi is where originally.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Cool. Are you going to be there moving to the Philippines full time?
Yeah. When I retire, I'm not ready
cool.
now. It'll be another.
I think we're all ready now.
Be another 8 years. I mean, I love the United States and I love working. So I work, I make good money. So I want to stick with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, I was just saying I enjoyed the Philippines for even already up to 13 years. It was good, but again, I went there kind of blind, and I went there with high hopes and a money belt filled with money. Well, a couple of money belts filled with money, but I just loved it. But I was I was like kind of like in a dream world, and I was thinking if I build my businesses and I'm gonna generate money all the time, and everything was gonna be happy go lucky. And boy, I was rudely awakened. Again, small things was popping into the puzzle, not my puzzle, but other people's puzzle, and I wasn't even in the puzzle, But
I mean, staying out there for 13 years, that's a long time. I mean,
well, yeah. A lot of people can't make it, can't stay. Usually people fold over like 3 years, 4 years if they lose everything.
Well, I saw some statistics, and I don't know how accurate it is, but I'm sure it must be accurate. I think Henry might have mentioned that too on Rike. He said the average expat stays in the Philippines about 5 years, and it pretty much blows out of there after 5 years.
Now, was he talking about people like with businesses or living there, and they
just in general? In general, somebody comes to the Philippines, he's going to probably last about 5 years, and he's out of there. Now, keep in mind. It could be. I mean, there's people that are retirees that go out there and blow all their money. So it's not just guys that come there with little money and they blow out. There's guys that are retirees. They'll come in there, they'll invest their whole life savings into a property, lose everything or whatever. So it's just in general, the average expat will last 5 years. Now, it's not always that they go financially broke. Some people don't like it. Some people get sick of it. Some people are bored. It could be a multitude of reasons.
Yeah. But yeah, I would still be there if I didn't get hurt. I mean, I would still easily be there just because I enjoyed that lifestyle, like living in the city and outside of the city. I just loved it, and I liked the people, and everything was good for me. I even liked Manila. I mean, I didn't like the traffic wise, but everything else was good.
I mean, on my first trip to the Philippines, I came for 2 weeks, and my wife, met me at the airport and all that. Man, she just showed me all over Manila. I mean, we went everywhere in Manila. We took the jeepneys, we took the taxis. I mean, we just did everything. And we were in Makati, we were in Ermita, we were in Malate. I mean, we just were all over the place, man. Manila isn't bad. Again, it just depends where you live in Manila. But again, just like any major city, I'd rather just live in a smaller town, smaller city. I mean, I wouldn't even like to live in Cebu. Cebu is even too big for me. That's what, 2 million people. Yeah. So okay, it's what it is.
Our city in Iloilo was I think around 250,000 people, and that's a good sized city. It's not a mega city, but it was pretty good. Iloilo is a school orientated city.
Ah, okay. And what's Bacolod, Mike? Is that how many people you got in Bacolod?
I think it's like 700,000 maybe.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was that big. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it might not be quite that big.
But it's a good city.
Yeah, 700,000 is pretty nice size, not a bad size. You know, one of the things I can't figure out is how do some of these guys, these YouTubers, make it out here? They come on nothing or very little. It's just amazing.
That's a good question.
These guys, I mean, you gotta give them a hats off on these guys. And again, I'm not mentioning any names, but I mean, it's just amazing. I wouldn't be able to do it the way they're doing it, man. I'd probably be freaked out or something.
Well, sooner or later you get beat down.
Yeah, probably.
I gotta know I have that check coming every month.
Yes. Yeah. Same here.
Yeah. So that's your reinsurance. That's your umbrella.
Yeah, actually, my several checks coming every month.
Yeah. You gotta kind of be.
Yeah, you gotta have more than one income source.
Yeah, you really do. And again, but a lot of it has to do. You can have one or two income source. Again, it just depends how much money you save. Because one of the things a lot of people don't know how to do, and most people don't, is when you're younger, you save money and invest it into make your money grow, right? But one of the things that's how you're supposed to do it. Now, when you get to retirement, you have to learn how to distribute your wealth. And that's where a lot of people make mistakes, because either they over distribute too much every year and they run out of money, or they're under. And again, you got to learn how to distribute. So you got to look at how much money you accumulated, and then you got to look at the type of investments you got coming in. Like for me, it's going to be a combination of interest income, and also so that my income doesn't fluctuate, and also it's going to be Social Security. So, but then again, every time I take a distribution, say from my capital, it's going to take a little bit away from my interest income, but it's going to create a bigger monthly income. You know what I mean? So, for example, if I'm between Social Security and interest income, if I'm bringing in $1,800 to $2,000 a month, if all of a sudden I give myself a $5,000 distribution that year, which gives you about $400 a month extra. Yeah, well, so my $1,800 a month might go down to $1,790, but then you add that $400, all of a sudden it jumps, up to like $2,200 a month. So you got to learn how to distribute your funds. But you got to remember, you have to figure out about how long you're going to live too. So that's a little catch there, So.
For me, we're actually going to live on my Social Security. I have 3 different income streams that I can use. One from selling my business, which is the big one, and my 401k I'm not touching until I have to. And so right now, what we're planning to do is, as soon as I get there, our monthly budget is going to be my Social Security, and we're going to see how well we can live off it. We may have to adjust.
You know what? You should be able to live off of it, Mike. I mean, it depends on what your spending habits are. For us, I like to live. We're going there. When we go there, we're each going to have 2 bags. Like a carry-on bag and a check-in bag. My wife's going to have a carry-on and check-in. And then we're going to send probably 1 or 2 Balik Bayan boxes, probably only 1. And that's it. If you live kind of somewhat of a minimalist lifestyle, like not totally minimalist, but there's a lot of things that you're not going to need over there that you have here. And that's one of the reasons, I like the Philippines. I don't need all this shit. I mean, I got a flip phone, man. I got rid of my Android phone. I got a flip phone. And when I go to the Philippines, I'll probably just buy another flip phone. I mean, I don't really need to talk to anybody, just maybe my wife, and that's it, to get, contact her. But there's a lot of things that you're not going to need when you're there. Are you going to need a car? Probably not. You'll probably buy a scooter, just to get around and stuff. So again, there's a lot of expenses you can cut. If you're making, me taking Social Security at 62, probably knocking about $1,350. And again, in Dumaguete, you can definitely live off of 2 people can live quite comfortably under $1,200. I would say under $1,000 a month in Dumaguete easily. That's talking about
if you have your own
nice
place.
Condo, going out to eat. Yeah, you can do it. It's doable.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're budgeting. Well, my social is only $1,000 a month, and that's going to be our household budget. Now, that does not include rent. I pay rent a year in advance. which is why
Why
I
would
get
you
it so
pay
cheap.
rent a year in advance? Why would you pay your rent a year in advance?
Because I get a much better deal. They gave it to me for a lot less. It's supposed to be $150 a month. I get $120 a month by paying it in advance.
Okay, so you're basically saving $30 a month, which is about $360 a year. Do you want to take that risk in case, what if something happens and the guy, I don't know, sells the place, or you know, if he sells the place, or I don't know, anything could happen where you're going to lose your money. You could.
It's $1,400 a month. I'm not worried, or a year. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Not
actually, I mean,
about.
oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense because it's only 120. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, so that's well worth to pay a year in advance. That's true.
And my girlfriend's aunt is the owner of the house, so.
Oh, well, then there you
Keep
go.
it in the family.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Wow.
But
Cool.
yeah, without the rent in the budget, I think we're gonna. And we don't drink, we don't smoke. That's a lot of money to save right there.
Yeah. Neither we don't either. So, and again, we don't. You know, we cook our own food and stuff like that. I mean, we'll go out to restaurants more than we do here. But again, you know, the simple lifestyle is what I'm looking for. You know, I don't need all this.
Well, simple is all you need.
What's that?
You don't need 10 maids, and you don't need like vehicles and all that kind of stuff. Just have a hobby and just kick back and enjoy.
Yeah, and just relax, man. And you know, and just, I don't know, do some videos, do something. You know, just relax. That's and you know, why would you even want to get a car there? I mean, you know,
well, I would never get a car.
More hassle than what it's worth, you know, probably.
No, I'll have one.
Just to get around.
Yeah.
I like to get a motorcycle or something.
Yeah, I'll have one of those too.
Mr. Rogers thinks it's a great place to meet college girls. It is a good place. I like college education. I don't want to go smarter than me, but yeah, college education is good. College girls are good. Kind of a little bit young for me.
I don't know. I got a college girl.
Well, there's no age bracket there, man. It's just whatever age.
But she's been out of college for a long time.
I don't know. But yeah. Well, how's your? Did you say your girlfriend or your wife, Mikey?
Girlfriend.
She looks She looks pretty young. Looks nice looking girl.
She's 36.
Oh, she doesn't look 36, man.
No, she doesn't.
She looks like she's about 22 or something.
Mikey, you don't look like you're 36 either.
I'm not.
I wish I was 36.
Yeah, I wish I was 36 also, but what are you going to do, man? Time flies.
Yeah.
No, I'm 64. My girlfriend's 36, and I feel like I'm robbing the cradle.
Oh, well.
You know what? Anything goes in the Philippines, man. Nobody cares, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Do what you want to do. Yeah, it is what it is.
You do what you want. Happy. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Get what you can get. The girls that I like is 50-50. 50 beautiful and ugly in between, right there.
There you go.
Those are the girls you can trust, because when you have a 50-50 girl, you trust her around everything, because all your buddies don't want to bang her, and she's not ugly. She's happy, pleasing to my eyes. But when you have a number 10 girl, you psychologically you can't trust her.
Hey, Mikey, since you have a 36-year-old girlfriend there, what do the people in the United States say about that?
Well, when I got married the first time, I was 48 and she was 24.
Well, that's a good age.
Was the first wife American or Filipino?
Well, my first wife was American. When I married my Filipino wife, I was 48 and she was 24.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
But most people here thought it was a little weird.
Odd?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's normal in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Roberto? How long have you been married?
20 years.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I married a white woman, white girl.
Is your wife gonna move out to the Philippines? Is she cool with that?
Hell
Would
no.
you have to talk her into it?
No, she ain't coming.
Huh? Yeah, what?
we made a deal. We made a deal. When we retired.
Serious? You just messing with me or what?
No. When we retired.
Serious?
You serious, brother?
Yeah, we made a deal. When we retire, we're gonna buy a motorhome.
Right.
She wants to, travel the country, United States.
Right.
And then
That's
she'll
cool,
let
though.
me go to the Philippines for about 6 months, and then I'll go to the Philippines for 6 months, and then I'll come back, and then we'll travel again. We'll keep traveling. While I'm in the Philippines, she'll probably park the motorhome at one of my 4 daughters' place,
Right.
and and live there. Or,
live there, right?
Yeah. So
that's cool. The motorhome thing is actually a really good idea, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people doing that. Yeah, and that could be a lot of fun too, man. I was thinking about that. If I was going to stay in the States, I would have considered something like that.
Yeah, I kind of blew that
Oh, yeah.
part where I married a white girl. Now I can't live in the Philippines full time like I want to.
Right.
So
Has she been to the Philippines?
No, never.
Wait a minute. She never came to the Philippines to check it out just to see if she would like it?
No, I've always gone by myself.
Damn, you should have tied her up, threw her on a plane, and dragged her ass over there, man.
Exactly. That's why I say that. She don't come.
That
Really?
could happen. Just tranquilize her.
Yeah, I'm going to explain it at the airport while I'm dragging the woman.
Yeah, right. As they're taking you to jail.
She's on Valium.
Wow, that's kind of a shocker. I mean, to not even be interested. Has your wife ever been out of the country, Roberto?
When she was younger, she went. She took a trip through Europe. Backpacking through Europe when she was younger.
Right, and so you would think, you would think she'd be open to.
But she never been to Asia, so she's not into it, and she doesn't like the heat. So she's from Michigan.
Yeah, but she lives in Texas. So she should be immune to it now.
Well, no, but she's from Michigan. Battle Creek.
Wait a minute.
That's cold.
I lived in Detroit for 10 years or 12 years. Michigan. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. It's just for somebody to have traveled around Europe and all that when they were younger, you would think it'd be kind of like, hey, this is for me. This is my second act. I used to backpack through Europe all the time, for months at a time, and then I stopped traveling for a while. Now this is like a second act to me, going to the Philippines.
Right.
So you would think that's what your wife would be into, like, all right, it's time to do something together.
She wants to be here with her kids and.
That's right. Yeah, if you got kids and stuff. Yeah.
Well, you can bring your daughters with you.
Yeah, not.
They might like a vacation.
No, my older daughter wants to come along. She might come with me this December when I do go up there.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, there's always something we can always do something. Like when we're in the Philippines, this YouTube is a good hobby. That's what I'm looking at it as. It's something to keep me occupied. It's pretty fun. Mike, you gonna have a drone?
No.
You're not gonna bring one?
I'd probably crash it.
Well, that's okay. Just super glue, duct tape.
Yeah, you know what? If you're gonna do a channel, if you're gonna start investing all this money, I mean, you're not gonna get your money out of that channel. You know that,
right?
No.
Most likely you won't. I mean,
you might if you become successful. You could, like Seth. You could. He. I'm sure he has had a pretty successful channel.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends what you think is success. I mean, if you look at us and Seth, Seth is successful compared to us, but I mean, we're talking about a channel that's got 100,000, 200, 300,000. That's a successful channel. Where video, a guy, somebody's video can go viral and get easily, 50 to 100,000 views. That's success. But I mean, other than that, if you ain't doing that, you're not making any money.
Well, I was looking at the king of YouTube, and I'm just flabbergasted how he can even. I don't know how he could get so many subscribers.
54 million
subscribers. That's that guy Cutie Pie. Something like that.
Yeah. Last I looked, he had like 54 million people subscribed.
He's the king.
Yeah, he's the king.
I mean, and he has sponsors and people that work for him. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, he's got guys, that take the videos, that video him. So he's got probably a staff of probably 10 guys or whatever.
Yeah, he might get his whole office.
Yeah, he's got a whole army. I mean, it's
public relations, and he does speaking. I mean, paid speaker, and he goes to different seminars and stuff.
Right. But I mean, when you're doing YouTube videos on the Philippines, that doesn't really attract the whole crowd. You got to attract the kids and all that. I mean, a lot of his subscribers are young kids and stuff like that. So, and Philippine videos aren't going to attract that kind of subscribership.
Well, if you're a Filipino, you could do it. We have a couple of those guys that I have there.
Yeah, like Mikey Bustos. Mikey Bustos. Yeah, he attracts a lot of Filipinos and stuff like that. Yeah.
There's this one girl. She said she wasn't wearing a bra, and she had a million views. So. Wow. So I was thinking about telling everybody I'm not wearing shorts and see how many views I get.
Oh man.
Don't do that, Kevin, please.
Yeah, there you go.
You go from 14 watching to 0.
Well, see, one day I had one subscriber, and now I have 277. So maybe if I tell everybody what I'm gonna do, and then I'll go viral.
There you go.
Oh shit! Yeah, like I said, just find a hobby. A lot of people get bored. I know a lot of expats wind up drinking because it's cheap and there's nothing to do. And yeah.
Well, I tell you, the first thing I would recommend anybody is if you're going to move to the Philippines, learn the language, man. I mean, you really
at least a few words will help you out.
Well, no, I'm saying learn the language. And that generally going to take you anywhere from 6 months to a year to learn the language. And you really should.
Fluent?
What's that?
Are you fluent right now?
No, no. I'm just learning words right now. But you really can't learn a language unless you're actually there. I mean, my wife's, she'll throw me some words. I got a book I found. I'm doing words and all that. But just like any language, you really can't learn a language unless you're actually there, forced to speak to people, So you got to be hands-on. But once you get there, it should take you anywhere from 6 months to a year to learn the language. And I think you'll make a lot of friends, because I think it's also good to make Filipino friends there too, not just expat friends. You got to have a combination of both.
Well, when it comes to having friends, don't have too many friends and don't bring them to your house.
Because, right. Well, yeah, yeah.
Because when you bring them to your house, then they get familiarized with what you have. And if they get pissed at you, you could get your house broken into, or, there's so many deep water you can go into.
Right. Well, you just got to be selective, man. Just be selective.
Yeah.
But when you go to the market, you want to buy something, you don't want to be like, you really want to speak their language, because then if they're fucking with you or trying to rip you off and your wife's not there or whatever, at least you can talk back and say, hey, what do you mean? And once they know you speak the language, you know what's going on. They're not gonna try to rip you off as much, I think. Again, that's just my opinion, but you really should learn the language. And that's one of the things I think one of the things that most expats don't do, and probably helps them to fail, is by not learning the language. Although some guys are just kind of set in their ways, and they don't want to change or whatever.
When we are in the Philippines or in that country, obey the laws. Like right up here, one of the guys is talking about you got to wear a helmet if you're driving the cycle. Some people don't pay. Some people don't have helmets, and you can pay the cops, like what he was just saying, 500 pesos.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to be careful because
yeah, but the cops are gonna mess with you, man. If they know you're a foreigner, they'll pull you over for something else. They're just gonna try to get some money from you.
Yeah, that's another reason why you don't drive.
Yeah, I mean, so you always carry a little extra cash. You bribe your way out of it. You just gotta kind of, I don't know. Again, like I say, if you spoke the language, it throws people off, especially Filipinos. It's like, oh shit, he speaks the language. He might not mess with you as much, you know.
Plus it makes them more friendlier.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, but hey, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I probably talked way too much, and I gotta go to work.
Yeah, we're gonna get off pretty soon. I'll just let everybody take their 5 minutes to give me your last words. So Mike, what do you know, buddy?
All I know is I think I just went through my last winter.
I got 2 more.
Yeah.
You suck, Mikey. You suck.
Yeah.
I don't care if
I'm just glad here in Kentucky it doesn't snow too much, so I'm happy about the weather here.
Yeah, good for you.
Hey, Ken, how you doing? Now we get a lot of people coming on, but they're coming on late. You should have came on a little bit earlier.
Hey, you know what you should tell your
Brendo, huh?
Hey, Kev. You know what you should tell your subscribers, Kev? I just found this out. You know, next to the subscribe button, there's that little bell there.
Yeah.
If
that notifies you when you're coming on.
Yeah, but just if your subscribers didn't check off that box in that bell, they won't get your notification. So if they click on the bell, check the box off, then they'll get a notification every time you come on right away. And some of them probably don't have that box checked off.
That is a good idea. You know, and another good idea. Something I want to tell you guys. Whenever you guys watch our videos, like our vlogs and videos and stuff, and there's a commercial that comes on first, if you're monetized, hey, do us a favor and watch the whole 30-second video, because that's how we get paid also by the many people.
You gotta watch the whole thing, right? Yeah.
Like go when you hit our channel and the commercial pops up, go to the bathroom, go get a drink of water, let it play out, you know.
Right. There you go.
Because again, I mean, we're not getting paid not much, you know, but the more views on our commercials, you know, that helps. Every penny counts. So I just wanted to say that a long time ago.
Wow. Shit, you got 14 people watching right now, man.
Yeah, wow. I know. Well, see that not one person left.
I'm surprised Alo's not here, that little fucker. Oops, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Well, he's not a little guy. He's around 6'1",
no, he's
6'2".
Cool. No, he's really cool. He left like three different type of comments on my videos. Okay. One of them was kind of funny. I don't even want to say anything on one of them. But anyway, I cracked up when I saw it. But hey guys,
Alo's okay.
Yeah, he's real cool.
That one guy, what's his name? Obama. He's okay.
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool. It's you got to give the hats off to the guy, man. He's doing his thing out there, and I don't know how in the hell he's doing it, but he's doing it. So hopefully it works out for him and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I tell all my subscribers, all my viewers, when you go out drinking, just be careful, because some people might get pissed off and get you. So it's not.
Well, you guys saw what happened to that dude in Dumagetti, right? Back in
what's that?
January of 2016, I think it was. Yeah, about a year ago, as a matter of fact. Did you guys see it, Mikey? You heard about that, right?
No, I never. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there was a guy. He was an Army scout, ex-Army. He was in a bar drinking. It was in the Zanzibar. The bar was right on the waterfront there in Dumaguete, in downtown Dumaguete. And he was in a bar drinking. Something happened. I mean, we saw the footage. There was a video footage of it. So what happened was 3 Filipino guys came out of the bar. One went to the right, one went straight, and one went to the left. And then one of them put a bottle down on the ground, a beer bottle that they came out with. So the American dude finally comes out a few minutes later, and he's yelling at the guy to the right. And he goes up there to kind of confront him. I mean, this dude's tall. He's like 6'3", 6'4". And the Filipino dudes are like short and stuff. Yeah. And what happened was the guy that walked off to the left was behind the American, picked up the bottle and cracked him over the head. And then like at the same time, like 2 or 3 scooters pulled up with some other dudes, locals, and like about 7 guys just beat the shit out of this dude. And the guy was laying there. It took him about 30 minutes to get to the hospital, and he died, man. So again, you know, guys drinking in the bar. Who knows what happened? Maybe he was girl, you know. Again, it's just he did everything you're not supposed to do. You know, unfortunately.
That's what I'm telling you. Just be careful where we go, and don't bring attention to yourself, and just keep your fucking mouth shut. You know, don't flirt with girls, and don't pull out your money and acting like you're Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. I gotta go. Hey,
all right, brother. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, good meeting everybody, Mikey.
Are you a subscriber of mine?
What's that?
Are you a subscriber of mine?
Dude, I've been a subscriber of you when you were back in probably around 50 subs. I subscribed to you.
I appreciate the following.
It's cool, man. All right, guys. You guys have a good evening, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a show at least twice a week. So whenever if you're not bored, you, Roberto, Mike, just knock on the door and I'll let you in.
Oh, that's cool, man. I always watch your stuff, you know. If I'm up and I see somebody's got to talk to, I usually, a lot of times I just watch. If I'm at work, my job's real cool, you know. I can't come in and talk, but I can just listen to you guys while I'm doing my work because my boss is pretty cool. Again, it depends what time of the day and stuff. All right, hey, you guys have a good night, man. Nice meeting you.
Take care. I'll talk to you later.
Take care,
Appreciate
guys.
to come on.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Okay. Jason just said, let me know next time. I'll join. Cool, Jason. The more the merrier, I don't care who comes on. I even let Aloe come on. So if I let him come on, I'll let anybody come on.
Well, if you let him come on, I'm jumping off, man. I don't be near that guy.
Well, I thought you was gonna come on the other day when he came in.
I don't know what happened. What happened that day? I don't know.
It was at the evening time. I think it was, and he did a bunch of babbling, and it was a pretty good show.
Oh yeah, I watched it later, but
okay. Yeah, he's okay to me. He's a good guy in my comic book. So
yeah, he's a jerk. You can tell him I said that.
We are what we are. Kind of like Popeye.
Yeah, but I like to kick his ass one day.
Yeah.
You can tell him that.
I just want to see what he looks like because in my picture in my mind, I picture a like Gollum. Like in Lord of the Ring, that Gollum guy. That's what I picture Aloe as. Okay, buddy. Well, I'm gonna call it quits. I appreciate you guys coming on. Roberto,
right, thanks a lot.
It's always
Take
a pleasure having you come in and watch my back.
Okay, man. Appreciate it. Thanks. Take care.
Yeah. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later on. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, Mike, what is your last? Well, give me something of wisdom. Mikey's old. Did you fall asleep, buddy? All right, Gunn. Thanks for coming on. Mikey? Shit, Mikey. I think Mike passed out. Oh, he went black. Okay. Well, Mikey took off, so I'll talk to him later on. I'm trying to get a hold of Mikey and have him. Okay, buddy. I'll talk to me later about you and I hooking up and doing that live show. I want to get Mikey come here, and we'll go out for barbecue, and then we'll have a live broadcast. That's what I'm trying to make him do. Mike's been with me for quite a while. Same with Roberto, and Mikey doesn't live that far from me, so I'm gonna have him come by. Good. Yeah, Roberto, he's a straight shooter, so I appreciate all of them. I appreciate you guys coming on. Jason, are you on my Facebook? My Facebook. Well, my Facebook is my name. There. So you can just go to that right there, and you'll pop up on my Facebook, and I'll put you on my friend list. You know, I enjoy you guys coming on, talking to me, BSing. I mean, it's like I said, it's a hobby. I mean, I don't do that much. I'm doing more and more. My weight loss is going pretty well. I'm gonna go to. I thought I was gonna go this week, but I'll just go Tuesday or Wednesday. Just add you now. Yeah, but I'm leaving right now. I'll let you come in for a moment because I'm trying to get out of here. I got to take my meds and there. There. Now you can hurry up and get on, and I'll say goodbye to you. Jason, you can join in for I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, no, add me on. Okay, yeah, just go to my Facebook, Kevin Hankinson. You'll see my picture. There's a whole bunch of Kevins and lots of Hankinsons. A lot of them is from England, all over the U.S. I'm surprised how many Hankinsons there are, but you just type out, you can see my picture. So yeah, come on. Anybody wants. Hey, Graham, how you doing, man? See me later? Hey, you can even, huh?
Hey, Kev. I was saying I added you on Facebook already.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I just don't want to jump in earlier and without any invite or anything. But yeah, this is a good topic, man. And next time you want to have this conversation about, you know, people in Philippines and income, just let me know. I'll gladly jump on.
I'll, because see, if you want to join in, like I said, I'll throw you a link just off of on your Facebook.
Yeah. Next time, just let me know.
Where you live in? You're in California, right?
Yeah, I'm in California.
See that I pay attention.
Yeah, you remember. No, like I was saying in the chat earlier, you know, I'm about to launch the website. I do have an affiliate program. You don't have to sell anything. It's all about posting a link, and anybody that clicks on that link, it gets tracked through the website, and if they buy something, you'll get a whoever signs up with the affiliate program will get a commission off of it.
Cool.
So as soon as I send it out.
Are you married to a Filipino or a girlfriend or?
No, I'm not. I have a girlfriend, a Filipino girlfriend. She's in Iloilo.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that because you told me where was I lived, and I told you when I lived in Iloilo, then the town that my kids lived in. Yeah, I used to live in Baldoza.
Yeah, she's in Capiz area. Just that's about an hour away from Iloilo City.
Yeah, and have you been to the Philippines?
Yeah, I've been to the Philippines.
Cool. Are you part Mexican?
Mixed, black, white, and Choctaw Indian.
Oh, cool. Cool. My when I was in high school, my mom, I'm adopted, and my mom she adopted my little brother. He's half white and half black also.
Yeah.
So I'm also part black down in my bloodline. So we're all the same. We all bleed.
Everybody's the same. We all bleed the same.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, brother. I don't care what you are. Just respect, you know.
Yeah, as long as you're a good person, man. I got no problem with anybody.
I got my church. We even the church that I belong to. We even have black people in our church. You know, yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
From a multicultural family, so
yeah. I mean, my brother. I got wonderful. My sister. Again, I told you that I'm adopted. My sister, she's part Japanese and part Yakima Indian.
Okay.
From Washington State. So I mean, and then my nephew's her husband is Tongan from the island of Tonga.
Yeah, see, so, I got cousins that are Samoan.
Yeah, so I mean, hell, I love everybody, you know. Within this world that we live in, there's no reason why we can't get along and sit down and eat, drink, be merry.
Exactly.
All right, brother. All right, Jason. Yeah, get in. Maybe you're there right now on my Facebook, but just give me. Just say you want to come on and I'll check you in. Because I also let people know on my Facebook when I'm gonna go live. I always give.
Yeah, I sent you a friend request on Facebook already. But yeah, definitely. Like I said, I just set up. I'm setting up. I'm still in the process of finishing on my website. But anybody who wants to send me an email, send me email, and I will send you guys a link back to where you guys can sign up to the affiliate program. Everything's tracked through the internet and is paid out through PayPal.
Oh, did you know that our buddy Roberto, he's half Samoan, Filipino and Samoan.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
so. my cousins are half white and Samoan.
Yeah. Yeah, we all fit around the table, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to my table anytime. That's cool.
I'm gonna get started on my site also, on my not just my site but my YouTube channel, and definitely I'm gonna be doing some live stuff, and I'll send you out some requests and stuff, and we all can have some conversations.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple of shout outs later on.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you know when everything's going.
Get on your site. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. I'm not taking my meds when I'm online right now, just because I feel a little bit drowsy. So,
yeah. All right, Big Kev.
But now I'm gonna take a handful of meds and then finish watching. I was watching Tombstone with Kurt Russell.
Great movie.
I'm gonna finish watching that, and then I'm gonna call it quits.
I'll be your Huckleberry, Big Kev.
There you go, buddy. Shit, yeah. I like him.
Yeah,
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you guys later on.
All right,
Thanks for coming on, and you guys have a good day. Have a good night. You know, this is the beginning of our week, and let's all have a good attitude. And peace out.
Have a good one.
All right, buddy. And now I'll sign out right now. All right, you guys, be good. Yeah.